All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Greg. We've got a big show planned for you guys today. We're going to talk top 5 NFL teams of all time. That should be fun. And then also free agency in the NBA starting to heat up, even though it don't officially start till Thursday. Already hearing about some players being moved and stuff. And so I got quite a bit going on there as well. Baseball heating up, got a big brawl the other day, and 12 people got suspended out of that.
That was a whole lot going on in that one.
Yeah, they brought for almost 20. It took about 20 minutes before they got that game going again.
Yep.
They're throwing sunflower seeds on the field. Like, what the hell did sunflower seeds do to you?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest ones in a while.
And then Winker, who I love because I loved him last year with the Reds. I didn't want to see him go. He flips off the fans on his way to the dugout.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
And then he tries to come back out of the dugout. And then you have Rodon in there with a broken right hand. He's trying to hit people with his left.
Yep.
Like, it was crazy.
It was a crazy brawl. Yeah.
But I hate it because that can't be happening. But it's good for baseball. I hate to say that, but it is because that replay was played over and over, and people that don't watch a whole lot of baseball saw that.
Oh yeah.
So it gets baseball out there, even though that's not the way you quote unquote want to get out there. But in a way, it's good for baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand you can't be having 20-minute brawls every game, but
yeah.
But also when it does happen every once in a while, I kind of think it can be a good thing in a way, just because it does get new eyes on the game.
Yeah, I mean that used to happen almost every other day. Back in the day, during the baseball, especially during the summer, it's hot and people are already, irritated because they kind of stand out there and the heat index is like 110. So you'll see a lot of that during the dog days of summer, part of the season. But that was one of the good ones for because it's been at least a couple years since that big of a brawl has happened during baseball, and it was crazy, just like you said, Chris Winter was, flipping off the fans and all that. And it was a lot. I think somebody got 10 games out of that. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I can't remember. No, Winker apologized about flipping off the fans. He's all apologized for that, but I ain't sorry about anything else.
He said, I'm sorry, fans, but everybody else.
I shouldn't have done that.
I shouldn't have done that.
I shouldn't have done that. But I'm not sorry about anything else. I'll crack it up.
Oh man, classic. That was a classic brawl. Yes. It's good for the Angels. It got people talking about the Angels, other than them losing. So
losing and firing the coach. And
yeah.
They've been a disappointing team this season.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody thought they were gonna at least be in the hunt and even make the playoffs, and they've struggled the first half. I mean, there's still another half of the season to go, but it's going to be a long uphill climb for them. So, but we'll see. It is still another, second half of the season coming up for them.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about in the morning show a little bit. Was in baseball, like the Yankees are running away with it right now, and I'm not saying
Yep.
they're going to fall flat in their face in the second half and fall way back, but really until about All-Star break, it's hard to even put a whole lot into anybody's record because you can see a team that is last going into the All-Star break come back. I mean, we've seen it come back and win the World Series. So, the first part of the season, they just play so many games that it's hard to get too excited about a team before the All-Star break. You almost need to wait till after the All-Star break before you start getting too excited about a team that's going to win the World Series.
Yeah. I remember it was one year the Mets at the break, they were like 9 games ahead of whoever in first place, and it was 9 or 10 games, and then once the season was over, the Mets didn't make the playoffs. So so things can change, definitely. So it's still a lot of games left, and maybe if the Angels, if they can get hot coming from the break, maybe they can be able to make a run.
Yeah, American League is going to be tough coming out of there because the way the Yankees are playing with even some injuries they've had to their pitching staff, and their pitching staff has still been great. I think, and then the Rays aren't a bad team. The Rays can, when they're on, compete anybody.
Yep.
Red Sox are not a bad team when they're on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, the Blue Jays, if their pitching can figure it out, they'll be tough because they have the offense.
Yeah. Yep. They do. It looks like our real good races are going to be in the NL Central and the NL West.
NL Central because everybody sucks.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's, but of course.
Cardinals and Brewers are decent.
Cardinals, it'll be between them two.
Reds and Cubs are battling to see who's going to finish last.
Yeah. Well,
unfortunately,
you never know. I mean, look, Cincinnati, they've been playing better. They better than what they was at the beginning.
Oh yeah, they've been playing better, but our bullpen's terrible. We could be up 5-0, and I'm still not comfortable.
You're not comfortable, yeah.
And it's happened so many times. Our starting pitching's been great the last couple since May. They started out the season rough, but since about May, our starting pitching's been good. But when you hand it over to the bullpen, you never know what's going to happen. What happens? I need to go back and see how many. But I bet you over half our losses, we were leading going into the 7th, 8th inning.
Yeah, kind of the story of the Royals season too. The Royals bullpen hasn't been all that either this year, but I
can think of 3-4 games off the top of my head where the Reds were ahead going into the 9th inning, 3-1, 4-1, and lose the game because of either a walks or a hit batter and then a base hit or an error or just. I don't know. Oh man, it's frustrating to watch.
Yeah,
and I'll be watching tonight against the Cubs.
You'll be watching, okay.
Hopefully they beat the Cubs because my girlfriend's a big Cubs fan, so I don't want to have to listen. When she comes home from work tonight, I don't want to have to listen to her. So hopefully, I can be the one that's talking the shit.
Right. Yeah. That Dodgers Padres, the race between them during the second half of the season, that's going to be good too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't count the Mets out.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mets are 5 games. Yeah, 5 games up on the Braves. So,
and so I was scared they might fall back, but so far they've been playing pretty consistent. Hopefully they can stay like that. Because me and Dustin was talking about it yesterday. When both teams in New York are good, it's baseball's better.
it does. It makes it better. Could have a Subway series.
And that'd be awesome.
Another Subway
That'd be
series.
awesome, and it would really help baseball a lot, in
Yeah.
my opinion. Because you know how many people would. I mean, World Series gets watched a lot anyway, but I think even more people will watch it if it's New York versus New York.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody watched it, back in 2000, and we all remember Roger Clemens throwing the bat, thinking it's a ball and all that. Oh, I thought it was the ball. I didn't know. So, but yeah, that would definitely be that would be good if we were able to get that Subway series.
What do you think about Kyrie Irving opting in with the Nets?
Well, he wasn't gonna turn down. What was it? 40? Was it 40 million?
What 36.5 million?
36.5. Yeah. So
And,
I
and
would.
if he wouldn't have signed the extension and just went and like signed with the Lakers, he was going to lose like $30 million because he was like the max deal he could have got with the Lakers was going to be like $6 million.
Yeah. So he made the right business choice. He made the right business choice. As far as the Nets as a team, okay, so it's going to be Kyrie, it's going to be KD. They still need someone else. So if they can,
and they're probably hoping that Simmons is going to play.
yeah. So if they can get Bradley Beal, or if they can find a way to talk Donovan Mitchell out of Utah, they still need somebody else. So Steve Nash is still there. It looks like he's going to be the coach for the next season. So with that being the case, they're going to need another scorer because they're not going to get better defensively unless now if Ben Simmons plays 60, 65 games, then, the Nets will be a little bit better as far as the defense. But they're still going to need another scorer. It can't just be KD and Kyrie like it was this season.
Yeah, I think Kyrie was kind of using his negotiation tool to see if he could, because he was wanting to get that max deal from the Nets. Next held strong, didn't give it to him, and from what I hear, the only team that was even interested in a sign and trade was the Lakers. So I think he saw there wasn't a big market, so he had to do, like you said, it was a business decision.
Yeah, definitely. And I know Laker fans were hoping and wishing on that one, but that
Lakers just trying to fleece people. Lakers want to give nothing up and want to get
everything.
Yeah, because they offered, from what I heard, they offered the Nets basically the same deal that they tried to give to the Pacers for when they're trying to get Miles Turner and Brogdon from the Pacers. It was Westbrook, THT, and a draft pick.
Oh no, nobody wants.
Yeah, they tried to offer the same thing they offered the Pacers.
No, nobody wants that.
What's up, Rob?
Rob,
what's up, my boys?
what's the deal?
Saw y'all talking some sports, so I was like, let me jump on with my brothers.
Oh yeah. Talking about Irving opting in with the Nets. I said in my opinion, him even talking about going to other teams was just him a negotiating tool, trying to get them to give him the max.
That was it. I think
he realized there wasn't a big market for him because the only team interested in the signing trade was the Lakers, and he was going to lose $6 million if he didn't sign the option and just went to the Lakers as a free agent. So, or he's going to lose $30 million. I mean, so it basically came down to a business decision, I think.
As we all know, Kyrie's a weirdo. It's no way around that. He makes it sound like it's not about the money. He wants to be a voice for the voiceless, but yet it's all about the money. I'm not mad at you, but just be real about it. Stop tiptoeing around what you want to do. You threatening the Nets. He wasn't going nowhere. He tried to use the Well, if I leave, what do you do with KD thing as leverage? Which he had a little bit leverage, but at the end of the day, he should understand that it was never about you. It was about Kevin Durant. When you come into Brooklyn, it was about the fact that you can bring KD with you. With you possibly talking about leaving Brooklyn, it was about the fact that KD was going to leave if they didn't do anything with you. It's not about you, Kyrie. It's about KD.
Yeah. And the pressure is going to be on it's going to be on KD, it's going to be on Kyrie, it's going to be on Steve Nash.
Yes, it is.
If they don't make the final, somebody going to be gone.
Yeah, because it's not about making the playoffs. You are right.
Mm-hmm.
You are right. It's not about the playoffs. This team was put together to win championships. And you lost James Harden. And Kyrie got to eat that pill. You the reason James Harden left.
Yep.
And now you have a Ben Simmons that you don't know. Who knows if he's going to play or not?
I don't know who worse, Ben Simmons or Kawhi Leonard. We don't know what these boys gonna do.
Question: Do you think Kawhi Leonard plays again?
I said on the morning show, I think he retires.
I see him coming back. I don't think he's just gonna leave like
he ain't played basketball yet, Greg.
I get it.
The man been gone for a year and a half and still ain't touched the field.
But we know how Kyrie is. Lord, I said Kyrie. They be acting alike sometimes.
They do.
You know how Kawhi is. He's play when he's ready. So I feel like the beginning of the season, he'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go play now. And hopefully Paul George can talk him into starting the season. Maybe he can get with him.
Well, the Clippers organization did pull off the deal heard around the world. They got John Wall. The injury-prone Clippers. That's my new name.
And I don't think to me that's not a big move. I saw people say, "Oh, this is making them contenders when Kawhi coming back." To me, it don't, because he's another injury-prone guy. I hate to say it, but he is. And you already have Kawhi that's injury-prone. Paul George has had his fair share.
Paul George is injury-prone. Every time you look up, it's his shoulder, it's his back.
Yeah, so they're going to be praying every night that they're hoping them three main guys can even play.
Yeah.
And I commend Paul George because I still remember that horrific injury in the exhibition games when they were going for the gold medal. I commend him on coming back. And you know what? He's had times where he still shows that Indiana Paul George, but you don't know how many times are you going to see Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and John Wall on the court together at the same time. Like, you can't predict that. Like, that should be a fan duel bet.
Oh, yeah, that's the same thing. Going back to Irving and Durant for a second. They've only, in the 2 or 3 seasons they've been there in Brooklyn, they've only played 58 games together.
Wow.
Hey, you heard what I said before. I said KD left the Splash Brothers for the Are You Playing Tonight Brothers?
and right now, after Irving opted in with the Nets, on the sports books, they have the Nets as the second favorite team to win the East.
Who's the first? Who they got as first?
Probably Milwaukee.
I'm pretty sure it's Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Okay.
And that's my thing. Okay, I understand. We saw what KD do against the Milwaukee Bucks. We saw. Yep. Almost beat them single-handedly. And that was a nice thing to think about. But then you come the following year, you get swept by Boston. Like, my thing is, what significant changes are you going to make? First of all, why are they the favorites? I would say Milwaukee, Boston, and Miami, honestly. But second of all, the thing is, like, y'all got swept. Like, what changes, besides keeping Kyrie, what changes are you going to make to this roster? Because it can't be KD, Kyrie, and a bunch of old guys. I mean, LaMarcus all just huffing and puffing, running up and down the court. You didn't want to play Blake Griffin, and he only can give you about 12 to 15 good minutes. Let go of DeAndre or Jordan. You lost James Harden. You don't know whether or not Ben Simmons is going to play. You will get Joe Harris back. Patty Mills showed he's defensively liability, a defensive liability on the court. Like what do you do if you're the Brooklyn Nets? What move can you make that can move that needle, so to speak, as Roman Reigns like to call himself, a needle mover? What will you do to move that needle to make? Because in my eyes, Brooklyn is not a favorite in the Eastern Conference. Not in my eyes. No. Because if Boston keeps just the core group, I see them sweeping them again. I'm just saying.
On FanDuel, they have the Milwaukee Bucks as plus 290 favorites. Celtics is plus 290, so they have them as the same. And they have the Nets in third at plus 340. Philadelphia would be next at plus 750. Miami at plus 800. And the Bulls at plus 2100.
Okay. The Bulls made it in the top 5.
Well, they made it. All
top
right.
Top five.
There were 6.
Well, you know what? That's what top 6.
5 actually, because the first 2 were a tie. So yeah, basically right, 5.
So I mean, if you look at it, I mean, Chicago still got a lot of questions because now, if I'm DeRozan, I'm not gonna forget what Zach LaVine. You know, I might forgive, but I'm not forgetting.
But get this: in the West, Golden State's plus 290 favorite, or is the favorite at plus 290. Next is the Clippers at plus 300. Then the Suns at plus 500. Mavericks at plus 1,000. Grizzlies at plus 1,000. And Nuggets at plus 1,000.
If I'm moving that list up, I'm moving Grizzlies and Mavericks up.
Yeah, Grizzlies and Mavs. Yeah, I'm surprised the Clippers are a top 2 favorite in the West, unless they know something we don't know. They got some inside info or something.
Get this: to win the NBA championship, Milwaukee Bucks plus 600.
That's
Los Angeles Clippers plus 600.
Oh, wow.
The Boston Celtics plus 600. Golden State Warriors plus 600. Brooklyn Nets plus 700. And the Phoenix Suns plus 1,000.
That's disrespectful.
Wow.
The Golden State Warriors just won the championship, and they're not even like they shouldn't be tied with no Boston.
No.
We won.
And the Clippers shouldn't be tied to be the top odds to win the championship either.
They ain't tripping with this Clippers thing. You don't even know if Kawhi gonna play. And I like the Clippers. I was one of the people when I saw this team form together. I was like, uh-oh. I say LeBron did it again. That he forced the team into panic mode. You know, that's what LeBron do to these teams. He forced these teams in a panic. I mean, even I have to say, he forced Golden State with that KD. They're like, we ain't gonna beat them, Lord Jesus.
Damien said trade Kyrie to the big 3.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey, you know what, man? Look, I'm not gonna disrespect Kyrie like that, Damien. I get it. You know, he's still a great talent. But my thing with Kyrie is, where's your head? Where is your head? Are you going to be fully with this team or not?
And he hasn't played over 65 games in the last 7 seasons.
It's bad. I think
so people want to act like it was just last year that he missed games.
No, he misses the whole time.
It's been going on for a while. Last year he missed more because of the vaccine and that stuff. And I'm not going to bury the dude for that because that's your decision. It's
right.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. But you know what? Pryor said something interesting.
I was one of the guys that waited late. I was one of the guys that waited later to get the vaccine.
Me too. I waited as long as I could.
Everybody waited. Yeah,
I waited as long as I could until I realized, man, I need this for work.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly. Until I was like, well, it's going to cost me opportunities if I don't have it. So I got to get it.
I heard our boy Pryor say something interesting, and that's really something to think about. In the past 3 seasons, Kyrie has played like 103 games. And this season alone, Kevon Looney played 104 games. That's saying something. The past 3 seasons, you've only played 103 games. And just this season alone, Kevon Looney played 104 games. And you want Supermax? Boy, that got me doing the Jay McLuff. You want Supermax?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Supermax.
Are you crazy? I just don't get what these dudes be. You know, these divas. That's what I'm calling them now.
Yeah.
Divas have such a sense of entitlement. You ain't done nothing, bruh. You got a ring because of LeBron. Don't think it's the other way around. Don't think that you won LeBron the ring. We talking about a man that been to the final 10 times. With or without you, he was going to get to the finals.
Yep.
You got a ring because of Bron. And that's what Kyrie got to stop thinking. He is on the level of a KD. He is on the level of LeBron. Dude, you are a second-tier star. You're Robin. You're not Batman.
And even going further than that, everybody knows I'm a big Duke fan. When Kyrie was at Duke,
only 8 games.
Injury problems. Yes,
only 8 games.
And that was the year we were supposed to go to Final Four, and he missed all. He only played 8 games, so he's had injuries even in college. So he's had trouble staying healthy his whole career.
And if it's not a physical healthy, it's a mental healthy.
It's mental, exactly. Yeah.
He got to get his life. You make too much money. You get to do what you want to do in life, bro. I don't know why you unhappy.
And people have to remember too, he's went to teams where they've looked better when he hasn't played.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, look at him with the Celtics. When he didn't play, the Celtics looked like a better team.
Yep.
Cancer.
They did.
He's a cancer. And I love the friendship that him and KD has. I love the fact that KD a real ride. But it's like KD, you making somebody make you look stupid, bro.
Yeah.
You allowing somebody to make you look stupid. Because you telling the Brooklyn Nets, y'all didn't get a chance to know Kyrie. What is there to know? This man don't want to play basketball, obviously. He wants to be a social justice person. He wants to, I'm never gonna persecute somebody for how they live their life. If you want to celebrate Ramadan, do whatever religion you want to do. You stand up for whatever you want to stand up for. If you didn't want to take the vaccine, don't take. My thing is that's fine, but do that over there. We're talking about we're talking about a team game.
Team, yep.
Everybody talked about Andrew Wiggins in a bad way, but look, Andrew took that vaccine. He understood I got something to do, something bigger than me right now with my team. If I don't want to be with my team, then I got the option to not play at all. That's my thing. Either be here or not here, but you can't have one foot in the door and one foot out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why the Nets didn't want to sign him to a max deal, because they don't know if he's all the way in or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why if I was the owner, I would sign him to hey, we'll sign you this, pick up your option.
Mm-hmm.
And if you show us you're committed this year, then we'll talk a max extension.
We got you. I got no problem giving a top tier talent max money, but you got to show me you're here.
Yeah. And sometimes KD can be loyal to a fault.
Yeah, because he was loyal to Westbrook to a fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's you knew exactly what I was about to say. I mean, it's good to be loyal and have homies and all that, but if somebody is bringing you down, you got to get away. You got to get away.
Yeah. And I still say that's why I don't consider Brooklyn a top contender next year, even with Irving and Durant. Is they don't have a true leader on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And, not even from the coach.
Yeah, and with Nash still a coach, that team don't respect him because one of your stars, Irving, doesn't say we don't need a coach. So your younger guys, if the older guys your veterans don't respect the coach, the younger guys aren't going to respect the coach. Yeah. I think that's the thing that they're really, really missing is going to be a true leader. And Durant, don't get me wrong, Durant's a superstar. He's a great player, but he's not a leader.
Mm-mm. That's why everybody, making fuss. Oh, KD might come to the Bulls. It's picking up some stuff. I'm like, look, do you really want him with the Bulls? Like, I get it. He a great scorer, but I think people only look at what he can do offensively. Man, when you bringing in a talent like that's supposed to be life changing, you're hoping you're getting a leader as well, somebody that can calm the troops when the moments are not so calm. I think KD easily he just fall right in line with everybody else. You're not everybody else, bro. You're Kevin Durant. You shouldn't even have to. Tell yourself that to a reporter. Like, I'm Kevin Durant, right? You know, you shouldn't have to say that. You know who you are. We know who you are. But it be those moments in the slippage in your mentality that we question who you are as a top tier talent.
I still can't believe he referred to himself as a god.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
He was
like, come on, KD.
Yeah.
You're not even the god of basketball, bro. In your own era. Like, we still look to LeBron as even if we're not looking at LeBron, they like just skip. Like, I think KD got the title of best player in the world for like 2 years, and immediately everybody stopped putting it on Giannis.
Yeah, after he won the final, yeah. And KD, he's so sensitive, man.
Oh my God!
That last post, he's like, "You guys acting like I haven't done anything. You haven't done anything since you left Golden State. Let's be honest now."
You haven't. You lost to Giannis, and then you got swept by Boston.
Exactly. And part of that was because of KD, because he didn't show up in 2 of those games.
And then after the season and the playoffs that Steph Curry had, I'd put Steph Curry up there to be ahead of Durant right now.
Top 10.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Top 10. All time. That's what I say. We could debate about that another day. But I'm just saying. Kevin Durant, and you want to know what the bad part it was about the Boston series? Because then Giannis came out, had a good series against Boston. It had an okay series. Butler came out and had a great series, especially with that historic Game 6 that he had. And then you let Steph Curry not only have a great series, but shut the defensive player of the year up. Mm-hmm. Shut him up.
Yeah, because all you heard about was how Steph struggled every time they play. Marcus Smart defended them in the past, that Steph has struggled. That's all they talked about on a lot of the big TV shows for like a week going into the finals. And Smart slowed him down one game.
One game.
And that was more than Steph just having a bad shooting night in my eyes than it was Smart's defense, because Steph missed open shots.
And correct me if I'm wrong, he went 0 for 9, but then comes out in the game closing and goes 6 of 11 from the 3-point line. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And I told people when it came to the Boston Celtics, I said they are great.
And what, he had 43 in game 4? 43 in game 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a 43. Yeah.
43.
Yeah.
And 10, if I'm not mistaken, he had 10 rebounds.
Yeah, 10. Yep.
That's your point guard.
And I'll keep saying this. He don't get the credit for his defensive improvements either, because he played some good defense, especially in that final series.
Yeah, he got better. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Steph is definitely a top 10.
Yeah, and he got a game-winning block on Ja in that Grizzlies series.
Yep.
Nobody want to say that?
Yep.
My man's got a game-winning block. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. You know, when it comes to the KD Steph situation, you know, I get it. Yeah, the Warriors, you know, like I said, LeBron did that to a lot of teams, made them hit panic mode. We got to go get somebody because we ain't going to beat LeBron. And they grabbed Kevin Durant, yes, you know, but what I love about what Steph did and it has done, he won before KD got there. He won after KD left. So what more can you say about the man?
And not only that, what other player at Curry's caliber would have been okay with the KD coming on their team and kind of taking a step back? You know what I mean? He don't get enough credit for what kind of team guy he is.
That's true.
Most players at that caliber won't do that.
I mean, look, Jay McLovin was talking about it earlier. John Wall didn't want to play with the Houston Rockets because he refused to come off the bench.
Yeah.
We're talking about a player with the caliber of Steph Curry that came off the bench for Jordan Poole in the playoffs.
Yep.
If that don't show you a egoless winner and leader, the fact that, hey, we'll do whatever we got to do. Jordan Poole, I know you've been having some confidence issues. I'm going to let you feel like a starter. I could come off the bench and still get my 30. It's nothing for me. But I'm going to let you feel confident I just got back off injury. We're not just gonna move you out the way like you ain't been here holding it down. We're gonna let you gradually get back into your bench position. I can get in where I fit in any situation. And that's what Steph Curry did, man. You know, that's why I got love for the man.
And he wasn't over on the bench moping because he was
he was happy. He was up cheering.
He looked just like he did when he was a starter, over there cheering on his team like he does when he's taking his break. So
yes, sir.
You couldn't even tell the difference.
Yes, sir. Yep, which is why I feel it's disrespectful that the Golden State Warriors are this low as the favorites for next year. You crazy, man. They got everything working right because they're happy internally.
Curry is not even top 15.
Hey, boy. Hey. You heard what Freddie said to you last show now. I was your pro.
Hey,
you better stop it.
Freddie was on one this morning.
Hey, Freddie was on one this morning. I love Freddie. I'm like, hold on now.
Yeah, he's definitely top 15, Damien. Name your top 15.
Oh my God, I would love to hear that.
Name your top 15
in order.
The comments.
The man's the only unanimous MVP.
Only, yeah. Not even the great Michael Jordan has done that.
Not even Mike did it. And the show, just like you guys were saying, Steph, his ego is so low.
Mm-hmm.
And because we all remember Scottie Pippen had a whole fit when Phil Jackson drew up a play for Tony Kukoc, who was one of the best three-point shooters at the time. Like, oh, how dare you draw up a play for Tony? I say he's the best three-point shooter. What are you talking about?
And he knocked it down.
And he made the shot.
Yeah. And he knocked it down.
He made the shot. It's like, you gotta be kidding me, dude.
Yeah, man. These egos on these divas, man. That's what I'm calling them now. I'm gonna call it like I see. You know what? I'm on my Skip Bayless. If you don't like it, pull up.
Pull up. That's right.
Hey, I love what Skip told Westbrook. He said, I would love for you to come on my show and we can talk about how bad of a three-point shooter you were and how you're the most overpaid player. I was like, oh, Skip. Hey, he deserved a shot and Skip a skill.
Yeah, skill.
That'll be one of the highest rated episodes if he did get on there. Because I'll definitely be watching like, I want to see what happens.
Skip is hilarious, bro.
He is.
I don't know who a bigger troll, him or Damien. Skip is a troll. And you see it in his face sometimes. I forgot what he said the other day on watching Undisputed. And oh my God, he said something. And Sandy say, for real, Skip? And he just was busting up laughing. Like, you can see it in Skip eye, like, nah, I don't believe that shit. But Skip, I gotta say it just because
Skip don't believe half the shit that he's saying.
Right.
But he knows it's gonna get people going and people are gonna watch.
When that man say his top 10 and he put LeBron James as number 9, bro, I stopped looking at his list. Like, come on, bro. We talking about a Mount Rushmore player. You saying the Big O is better than LeBron. I get it. I got love for history. But come on now. LeBron is history. That man is a walking, living legend.
Yes.
If he ain't number 1 or number 2 on your list, I don't know. Wait, I don't want to hear your list no more. Skip be wilding out, boy. He is a troll. I love it though. I love it.
He wilds out during football season.
Oh man,
football season. He been on a different level.
You let him tell it.
Talking bad about Patrick Mahomes. I said, "Don't be talking bad about Patrick Mahomes. Don't be doing that."
And he'll be throwing jerseys in the trash can and stuff.
Oh yeah,
he's like, "Come on, Skip, you're a 70-something-year-old man. You're throwing jerseys in the trash because you need to lose. Come on now."
Hey, that boy that threw Ezekiel Elliott jersey, Dak Prescott jersey. Oh my God,
all in the trash.
Hey, he be crazy. When you let Skip tell it, the Dallas Cowboys are the next Super Bowl champions. I don't care what you want to talk about somebody loyal to their team.
They could put an XFL team in there as the Cowboys, and he'd say they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Let me tell you something. Jerry Jones saw a great opportunity.
Right.
Oh my God.
That's that first game of the season when they play Tampa again, his heart is going to be divided because he loves Brady and he loves
him some Tom Brady. Now I can't blame him for that one. Tom Brady is the GOAT, you know. He is the GOAT, man. See, I remember that game against the Rams. You know,
the first Super Bowl.
The first, because I actually was going for the Rams. Yeah, that was the greatest show on turf. You know, so I was going for the Rams because I used to love, you know what I'm saying, Marshall Faulk, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Kurt Warner. I mean, I used to play with them on the video game.
Everybody played with them on
the You be arguing with your friends who was going to use the Rams.
I swear to God.
I call Rams.
Yeah,
I got the Rams. The greatest show on turf, boy. You know what I'm saying? So I was going for the Rams. So I'm like, when Bledsoe got injured, I'm like, okay, we definitely got this. And then I remember asking myself again, who is this Tom Brady kid? This dude was like, you know what I'm saying? Not like he had a spectacular game, but he didn't throw the game away.
He didn't throw it away, yeah.
That's what it was. He built his legend off being an excellent manager of the game. And then his skill just grew. I mean, by the time you looking up now, I'm like, man, go Patriots, go Patriots. I'm growing up telling people I'm riding with Tom.
Yeah, that Super Bowl 36, that was one of the greatest defensive game plans.
It was. I mean, Adam Vinatieri created his legend.
Yeah.
I mean, Vinatieri was known as the saver. Said, matter of fact, that's the closer.
That's the
game over. When Adam Vinatieri come in the game, you just thought
you Yep.
All Tom got to do, we gonna get you in field goal range. Take over, AV. I remember watching them games, man, and then watching that rivalry with him and Peyton Manning. And man, I think we were spoiled. We talk about watching the earlier football days. Well, I'm talking about I love, man, watching Ray Lewis. I used to do the dance with him when he came out. You know what I'm saying? My boy, I love that, man. Football back in our days.
You may never see another quarterback thing like Peyton and Manning having two guys in the same era like that.
Two not only great individuals, but two guys that just revolutionized quarterbacking. Like you see the way that Peyton Manning was. I mean, the way that he can read plays at the line.
He's the one to start all the audible and the line and stuff. And the quarterback's going up there with 3 or 4 plays and play and stuff.
You know what? But that just shows you how great of a quarterback he was. The fact that he got a plan B, C, D, and you know what I'm saying. He ready. Hey, oh my. You know?
Yeah, it was great watching those matchups, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was the ultimate chess match between Peyton Manning and Bill Belichick.
Oh, it was.
So those were awesome.
It was, man. That dude, because I know a lot of people talk about how Tom, you know, watches video, but you know, in order to be as great as Peyton Manning was at calling plays like that, he was definitely watching videos. Like, and they talk about now how his nephew Archie, how great he is already at film and learning how to dissect that. You know, so please don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. It is more than God-given talent. Yes. You got to put some work into that.
Oh yeah.
We do have. Hold on. Oh my God! Already. I already see you put Robert Horry as 12. You're disqualified.
Oh no, that's it.
You're disqualified. You got Paul Pierce in your top 10. I don't want to talk to you no more.
No, Paul Pierce.
I don't want to talk to you. And as much as I love Allen Iverson, he's like 15. Like he's not in my top 5, bro.
Yeah, he's 15. Yeah.
D Wade is not in my top 5, bro. Yeah, you're disqualified, bro. Wait, you said D Wade is better than Kareem, Shaq, and Tim Duncan? Are you crazy, bro?
And LeBron.
I don't even. Where you got LeBron number 8? Yeah.
He's 8. Yeah.
Come on, get this stuff off my screen.
But go back to NFL.
You wow, Damien. I'm sorry. You wow, bro. I don't want to hear you talk about basketball no more.
Oh man.
We did have a couple things in the NFL to talk about. Wow. Did you guys see where Warren Sapp is coming out saying Kaepernick's workout with the Raiders was a disaster?
Ooh.
Disaster. How did he explain?
Really?
No.
Was he missing open receivers? What was going on?
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't say. He said that something about that's why you haven't seen no video of it. But so some people say, well, they didn't put video out because they weren't going to ever put video out. But Warren Sapp being his history with the Raiders,
yeah,
I'm sure he has some kind of connection that he could have got information from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's a lot of quarterbacks that are backups that are not as good as Colin Kaepernick.
Oh no, I agree.
And still have, so.
And he said this to Vlad TV. He wow.
I haven't seen that. I will have to look at that now because I didn't know that Warren Sapp said that. So.
And then Baker Mayfield, I'm hearing reports, and Dustin had said something about it in the group chat that
the Rams.
Well, Seattle.
I heard he was gonna be for the Rams.
Dustin was saying that he had heard that's pretty much a done deal that he'd be at Seattle be on Seattle by Friday.
I can believe that. Well,
because I guess Geno Smith is actually getting a lot of the number one snaps over Locke.
Okay.
Really? Okay. Yeah, because I heard this. I know the consensus is saying that he's not playing for the Browns. That they already gonna have Jacoby.
Browns even came out and said that their backup plan is starting Brissett.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett. So he's not playing for them. Now I was hearing rumors that he was gonna be Stafford's backup, but now you saying Seattle? Well, either way, that's not good for the Browns.
Yeah, because they don't have
Deshaun Watson's not playing.
Yeah, they
don't and I like Jacoby Brissett, but he's not a starter. I would have
played Baker over him. I mean, he barely won the games for New England. He was there.
Indianapolis had him as a starter for a season.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So you say firsthand.
yeah, he's not a starter. He's a great backup quarterback.
Yeah,
he's a great team guy. He's a good leader. And he can come in and play good in spurts. But he's just not consistent enough for me to be a starter.
Right, you asking him to now do more than what he is capable of doing. Yeah. I mean, it's just not a good look for the Browns. I think you right. I get you though, but see, that's why you got to watch film.
Yeah,
but before you say stuff like that, you got to really understand how impactful those players were in their time. Which is why I wasn't alive watching Kareem play. I wasn't alive to really watch Bird in his prime. By the time I saw Bird, he was going through back problems. So, you just got to be careful what you say now. I get it. Next time, say your top 10, not the top 10. That's yours. That ain't the top 10. But back to the Baker Mayfield situation. Somebody on the Cleveland Browns organization, it should be some repercussions coming because you guys jumped the gun. I get it. You don't let a talent like Deshaun Watson pass up, but somebody should have understand the implications of what this man was going through right now. Now you done gave this man. Not only did you give him a high contract, you gave him guaranteed money. So regardless if he plays or not, he gets
like $40 million or something
guaranteed.
Yeah, even if he don't play.
Yeah, the Browns really screwed up on that one.
They screwed up on that one.
My thing is, how many games? I said this last night on my Gonzo Sports Room show last night. How many games did Cleveland win before Baker got there? They were going 0-16.
They were horrible.
Oh, yeah, they were horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, as he took them on a deep playoff run. No, he got them to the playoffs. Where were you at before?
And he beat the Steelers. He beat the Steelers at that.
You weren't doing nothing before Baker got there. So yeah, was he living up to the expectation everybody had for him? No. But it's not like Baker's been flat terrible.
Right. I wouldn't have been so quick to jump him out there. It's not like he came in and he was Sam Darnold.
No, he came in and he revived that franchise. I mean, you know what I mean? He really did. But and for them to just dump him that quick like that.
Yeah, that was a smack in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That was a smack in the face. And I get it. Like I said, I get it. Because Deshaun Watson, at one point in time when he was playing, he was considered a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Oh, yeah.
So I get it. But my thing is, you had a decent quarterback in Baker. Like, to me, you can go a lot worse than Baker Mayfield. Second of all, we know the problems legally that Deshaun Watson was going through. Now, I'm not saying you don't go after Deshaun Watson, but I'm not so quick to give up guaranteed money. And I'm not so quick to give you that high of a contract when I know 9 times out of 10, I might have to keep Baker because we don't know if you're going to play. And I'm not going to be so vicious to Baker as opposed to getting him that much money. Because giving somebody a Baker like I'm right here,
yeah,
that's a smack in the face.
That's a smack in the face. Yep. Yeah, if I was Baker, I would go to a different team too after that.
I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna have lots of fun with Pete down there in Seattle.
Yeah, he is.
And the other thing, how many different head coaches and coordinators has Baker had to go through?
Oh man, I don't think they kept a consistent head coach at Cleveland since he's been there. He's had like 3 head coaches, right? 2 or 3 head coaches.
This is the first time with Stefanski. He was going to have the same coach for a couple of seasons, and they done this.
It's bad. But if he going to Seattle, though, that might actually put Seattle back on the map.
Yeah, it might.
Browns need to
still got Metcalf. You still got Tyler Lockett still there? So you still got a deep threat.
Lockett's still there, yeah.
So you still got a deep threat. Now you coming and we see Baker Mayfield got an arm. Remember that touchdown that Hail Mary to Peoples?
Yep.
So he got an arm. He got a cannon. And he was doing that with an injured shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't on his throwing arm, but even your follow through is still gonna hurt that other shoulder. So hey, don't sleep on Seattle. If they able to pull that off, that means Seattle they don't plan on just laying it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes the NFC West even harder now.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't no AFC West.
No, it's not the AFC West. No. AFC West is the hardest division, but the NFC West would be second.
Yeah.
Damien said the Browns need to call up Cap ASAP.
Yep. Damien, that's the best thing you said today. They do.
And they might. They might bring him in for a workout.
They don't have no other choice, honestly.
Yeah, because the quarterback market is real slim.
You have Cam Newton still out there.
I mean, do you really want to risk that though?
Yeah.
We've seen Cam play.
Before I risk that, I'd at least bring Kaepernick in for a workout.
Yeah.
And see what he can do.
I mean, Cam ain't. I think it's time for Cam to hang it up.
Yeah, it is. It's time.
We haven't done the top 5 yet. That's what we're getting ready to do here in just a minute.
What's up, Pops?
I'm late to the show. What was your top 5?
That's my guy, man. I got to come back on your wrestling show, man. I got to catch up. Like I said, I haven't watched Forbidden Door. I was watching a little bit of Raw last night.
I thought Raw was pretty good last night, and
I had to watch it for my boy Cena.
Forbidden Door was real good Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check it out.
We're actually doing a recap show tonight, 5 this evening. Me and Dad are of Forbidden Door, and then doing a recap show on the independent show that we live streamed this weekend.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check y'all out. I saw, like I said, I had to watch it last night for my boy John Cena.
Oh, I love.
Shout out to John Cena, man.
Cena's promo last night. His promo last night was awesome.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of John. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember the ruthless aggression smack. So to watch his career just elevate and he go from that to the Dr. Thugonomics to the never give up guy. The good guy you hated so bad that you was like, we want him to be a heel, and he never changed, man. And awesome career, amazing showings of strength, man. I was just watching on Facebook the match he had with Viscera, and this man was able to hit the attitude adjustment on Viscera. That's a big boy. So, hey, shout out to John Cena, man. You know what I'm saying? And congratulations on your success after wrestling.
And then what my dad said, 500. He done 569.
Oh yeah, this is the big. I just called John Cena Make a Wish man. You know what I mean? Like the kids want to see John Cena. He wants to see the kids. Shout out to him, man. And I know he makes life easier for those families. So it's beautiful. I've seen some of the impact. The video packages of the impact he has on these kids and showing them that they champions. And I love the message he gives them. Like, man, I'm just a wrestler. You're the champion. You fighting for your life and you're winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Shout out to John Cena, man.
Damon, I haven't seen this about the new allegations. I really don't have no comments on it until I read more about it.
Man, they better leave Vince alone, man.
I haven't seen this shit. Vince was on Raw again last night. Vince don't care.
He don't care. That's Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Damn it.
But one topic I did want to get to, because this is a topic Greg had and we didn't get to last week. Top 5 NFL teams of all time.
Of all time. Yeah. Now I wanted to ask this. Well, are we specifying year?
Yes, the year.
Okay.
The year and the team. Yes.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
So all right. So this is my top 5, y'all. All right. So number 5. The 2004 New England Patriots.
Okay.
That Tom Brady, of course, the defense was solid. Ty Law, Richard Seymour that season. Who else was on there? Ted Washington, I think, was still on there. McGinnis. That defense was raw. And Tom Brady was winning with receivers named Givens and Patton. I have we have our rivalry with Tom Brady because, Patrick Mahomes, but he did wonders that season with that defense. So 2004 Patriots is 5. Number 4, the 1998 Denver Broncos. That's the only nice thing I'm gonna ever say about Denver Broncos. But that season, of course, you had John Elway, Terrell Davis, Shannon Sharp, Rod Smith. Their defense was awesome with Ray Crockett and Neil Smith. Those guys, they went. I think they were 13-0 before they lost their first game that season. That was just an awesome team. The only team that would have beat them that year would have been the Vikings, but their kicker couldn't make a field goal. So they ended up playing the Falcons in the Super Bowl that season. But, that 98 Broncos team was very, very good. How good of a team that was, even the couple games when Elway got injured, they were still winning games with Bubby Brister as their quarterback. So I have them at 4. Number 3, the 99 St. Louis Rams. Man, what an offense.
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Marshall Faulk. And that season, their defense was pretty good as well. So they scored, I believe it was 500 points during that season. So the offense was off the chart. One of the greatest teams. I have them at 3. This one, I was stuck between 2 teams, but number 2, I'm going to give it to the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. I know people are expecting to hear the 85 Bears. You're not going to hear it in this top 5. I put the Ravens at 2 instead of the 85 Bears. The reason why I did that was because that 2000 Ravens defense, as good as the 85 Bears were, that defense shut down everybody. And especially in that playoff run, everybody in that AFC Championship game thought that the Raiders were going to win that. Rich Gannon, that offense was good during that season, but the Ravens just shut all that down. And the Raiders only scored 3. And then in the Super Bowl, the Giants, they only got 7. So, and that was off of special teams. The offense didn't score for the Giants. So that Ray Lewis, let me see if I can remember everybody. Rob Woodson. That defense was just Goose. Yeah, rest in peace, Goose. Goose, one of the best defensive tackles I've seen play. If he was running up the middle, there was no way, because Goose was going to eat you up. He was going to eat you up. So that 2000 Ravens defense, Trent Dilfer didn't need to do a whole lot. All they asked Trent to do was don't mess it up. Because their defense was that good. And then Shannon Sharp was also on that team too. So that was I have them at 2. And number 1, I have the 1989 San Francisco 49ers. And this
I was wondering if you was gonna say that.
Seeing them because my dad, he had all these tapes of past football games. I was always watch the 89 49er games. And yes, their offense was great. People forget how good John Taylor was. I mean, everybody talks about, Jerry, and, they had Roger Craig, and they had Tom Rathman. John Taylor was the best number 2 wideout probably in the history. Because when all the attention was on Jerry, John Taylor was going to kill you. And so he was so good. I don't think he gets enough credit, but John Taylor was awesome. That offensive line was awesome. Their defense was good as well. Ronnie Lott will knock you out. That was back when they let you, if you came over the middle, people were scared to cross Ronnie Lott. They wanted to go the other way. So, but that 89 49ers team, they win 14-2. That playoff run when they demolished everybody, Vikings, Rams, and they obliterated Denver 55-10 in that Super Bowl. So they were the best team to me of all time.
Gotcha.
You can't argue it.
I like it.
You like it?
We have a few similar in mind.
Yeah, we do too. You want to go, Chris, or you want me to go?
You can go.
All right. So, number 5, I got to go with the 2016 New England Patriots. And that's because nobody thought that they would win.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were able to not only go 14-2 that year, but we remember probably one of the greatest Super Bowl comebacks ever in Super Bowl history of what Tom Brady and the New England Patriots did to the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, that was just a sight to see. I'm going to have to go with that as my number 5 team. My number 4 team, Chris is going to love me for this, the 2006 Indianapolis Colts. They played their ass off that year. I know they beat us in the Super Bowl after we came out firing, scoring 2 touchdowns, a run by Devin Hester, a run by Tommy Jones, but Peyton Manning being Peyton Manning, able to calm the troops down, and they were able to get the 29-17 victory over us. But if you looked at who they beat that year, if you look at they beat the Kansas City Chiefs, they beat the Baltimore Ravens, and then they beat the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game. I mean, the Colts played some people.
And they were down by 18.5 in that AFC Championship game, came back and beat Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I can't remember. I want to say the 2020 Tampa Bay Buccaneers is my number 3 team. The year that they won the championship, the first year Tom Brady gets there. That's my number 3 team, and that's and strictly because of who they beat. I mean, he beats Green Bay after this man been screaming he wants a home playoff game. They beat him. He beats Drew Brees and sends Drew Brees retiring, and then to come and beat a young GOAT.
Yeah.
And Pat Mahomes that year, I think, not to mention they beat the Washington football team, who defense was one of the top ranked defenses that year in that season. So just Tom Brady going against the odds, going to a new team, winning the ring right off the jump, and the smacking Bill Belichick's face. That has to be my number 3 team. My number 2 team, I'm sorry, I got to show love to the Chi-Town 1985 Chicago Bears. We know about them Bears, man. I mean, the 80s, the 85 Bears doing the Super Bowl shuffle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, hey, you're not from Chicago if you don't think this team is one of the best to ever do it. Led by the legendary Mike Ditka. You know what I'm saying? Just hard hat lunch pail type of coach. This Bears team almost went undefeated, 15-1. Beat the Giants, blew them out in the divisional round. Beat the Rams, blew them out in the divisional round, and then won the Super Bowl 46-10 against the New England Patriots, who at that time was hoping one day we will get somebody like Tom Brady to come and save our franchise, but it just wasn't that year, baby. And then, of course, I have to agree with Greg. I don't think this was his number 1 team, but the number 1 team to me was the 1999 St. Louis Rams. This was the team that kind of introduced me to football. The greatest show on turf. As I mentioned, it was just a sight to watch the way that these guys could score the football. I mean, they had an okay game against the Tennessee Titans in the Super Bowl game, but that divisional round game against the Minnesota Vikings, 49-30, talking about a shootout. And that's what this team was built for. They wasn't built to stop you, but they was built to outscore you, and outscore you is what they most certainly did. And at that time, I didn't know anything about football, so I was a huge fan of Kurt Warner and what he was able to do with that squad. We know about Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce, Torrey. I mean, that's the greatest show on turf. Has to go down as my number 1 football team.
All right.
I like this, Greg. Great. You made me start thinking a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Before I go, Damien says he has
the 2016
Patriots at 1,
2004 Giants, 98 Broncos, 85 Bears, and the 2020 Chiefs. Wasn't that the year they lost?
Yeah, we lost in 20. We won in 19.
Right.
So he meant 19.
Yeah, it's okay, Damien. It's okay.
Yeah, it meant 19. Yeah. Yeah, if it was the top 10, I would have had the 2019 Chiefs. Yeah. Yeah, in my team.
I think they make everybody's top 10.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris. I know it's gonna hear a lot of Colts talk.
No, actually, I didn't put no Colts talk in.
No
this.
Colts. Oh man, I represented for you then, my brother.
I'm going to number 5, the 89 49ers.
Yeah.
Like Greg said, they just had a great team. Joe Montana was one of my favorite players when I was a kid. I've always been a Colts fan, but I was a Joe Montana fan.
Yes, sir.
At 4, I have the greatest show on turf, the 99 Rams.
Yeah.
Marshall Faulk. I was a Marshall Faulk fan because he played for the Colts as well.
Yeah.
For a while, and then he moved on to the Rams after the Colts got Edgerrin James. At number 3, I have the 2007 Patriots. They lost in the Super Bowl, but they were the first team to almost complete the undefeated for all the way through the season and in the Super Bowl. They at number 2, the 85 Bears.
Yeah.
Have to go with the Bears. And then at number 1, I'm going with the 72 Dolphins.
Oh, the undefeated. Okay.
Only team to ever be undefeated.
Yeah.
I know it's a different era, but it's so hard to go undefeated in football. So until somebody else does it, to me, they're number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you for that. I mean, The Patriots almost did it.
Yep.
You know, but that damn David Tyree.
Well, the Colts had a chance to try to do it.
Yeah.
And then they decided not to do it and played their reserves the last couple of games.
Yeah.
And then that was the year we lost the Super Bowl to New Orleans.
Yeah, Saints. Yeah.
Hey, I like everybody's list, man. I mean, that just shows you the level of competition we've seen, and probably one of the games, one of the greatest games ever invented.
Yeah.
Football. We ain't talking about FUTBOL, baby.
I remember when I was a kid, around 9 years old, watching the 49ers and the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 23. Yeah.
And I won't lie, man. As a kid,
it
was Minnesota to me. Like watching Dante Culpepper and Randy Moss. Oh my God. You want to talk about
even when they had Cunningham.
Yeah.
Randall Cunningham,
Yeah, Randall. Yeah.
98. Yeah.
But it was, like I said, I was watching The Greatest Show on Turf. I saw that year that they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And by that time, I started watching football consistently. So of course, with us, I'm always going for the Bears. You know what I'm saying? At that time, we had a defense too. Urlacher, Briggs, Alex Thomas. I mean, we top Big Tommy Harris in the middle. I mean, we had a squad. We didn't have an offense for shit, man. We had a great defense. The monsters of the Midway for sure. So yeah, man, watch it, man. We saw some great football, man.
Oh man, that Super Bowl when Hester ran that kickoff back for a touchdown, I was like, oh shit, here we go.
Here it goes.
I was so happy. I was like, damn it.
Well, because it was pouring down rain, and I'm thinking that favors the Bears because of their run game and our run defense. And little do you know, the Colts ran the ball better than the Bears did that game.
They did. They really did.
Dominic Rhodes had a game.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, what the hell? Of all the times to give it up, like, Lord, gee. I'm just watching y'all score the ball, and I'm like, it's over with, man. Peyton Manning just looking as calm as ever,
that big third down throw to Dallas Clark to pretty much seal the game.
That was old reliable for y'all.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dallas Clark was old reliable.
He was very good. Yep. Yeah, if we would have went 10, I would have had the 85 Bears in there in my top 10. 72 Dolphins. Also, I would have had the 94 San Francisco 49ers too, because that team, I watched that game over. They showed it on NFL Network, that 94 championship game. The 49ers and the Cowboys. It was just good to see football from that. It wasn't none of that taunting, penalty, and all that mess. And that 49ers team was very good. And that was the year that Steve Young finally got the monkey off his back and finally beat Dallas. So
I had the 98 Broncos at 6.
Yeah, 6.
I wanted to try to squeeze the Ravens in there, man. I had
that Ravens.
But it was the 2000 Ravens.
That 2000 Ravens was good. Yeah.
I mean, Shannon Sharper tell you. I was nothing on that team. They called me big play Shay. Like, I get you one play for about 75 yards. It was that defense.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the Trent Dilfer was the quarterback.
Dilfer,
come on, bro. That shows you how great that defense was.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh man, you gotta love the game of football, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was just joking with our Spanish people, speaking people that love soccer. I was just joking about football. Just joking. They go crazy too.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for football season to get started, man.
Man, I'm already geeked. Like I said, that AFC West is nothing to mess around with, man. I want to see it. Can Tom do it one more time? Can he get that illustrious number 8? So it's gonna be a lot. I want to see, if Baker goes to Seattle, how good they can be. I'm real interested in that Broncos team. I want to see, is Russell Wilson really the medicine that the doctor prescribed for the Denver Broncos?
And when Denver is good, it makes winning at Mile High hard.
Yeah.
Really hard. And
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember the old Mile High. The old Mile High was shake. And your whole TV would be like, it's going crazy. Yeah.
Hey, that was the real 12th man.
They were.
That was the 12th man. I remember you talking about back in them Elway days.
Yes. That place was shake.
All the AFC West division games are going to feel like playoff games.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. And those are going to be games that you have marked on your calendar. And see, that's what I'm mad at. See, it's games like that you should play on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
Those are games you should play.
Why do we have to see the Cowboys and the Lions every damn thing?
I don't care about no damn Lions.
Yeah.
I don't care about Cowboys either.
Yeah, they can take the Lions off Thanksgiving. I don't know why they still do that.
I guess they gotta have something to look forward to.
Well, you know how they used to the first game of the season used to be sometimes they used to do the Super Bowl rematch.
The rematch.
Yeah.
What they should do is do that game on Thanksgiving, or do that game on Christmas.
Because I feel like Thanksgiving and Christmas you have a bigger audience.
Yeah, have a big have a big game.
You got a bigger audience too, because now you're thinking about people that don't normally watch football, that's at somebody's house that's watching football, and you kind of forced to watch it now.
That's what happens.
Because they watching it. You come to my grandma's house or you go to my cousin's house for the holidays, we watch football.
Yep.
It's a football family.
It used to be on Christmas, it was basketball, Thanksgiving football, but now you get football on Christmas too.
Three games, right? It's 3 games on Christmas.
Yeah, it's 3 of them.
Yep. 3 games on Thanksgiving now as well.
Yep.
NFL not playing fair.
That Chiefs Bills game should have been Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Man,
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, they should do games like that.
If you would have said name your top games, that might have took number 1.
That one last year was fun. Yes, it was fun.
That Rob, as a Mexican, I forgive you.
You're a troll, Davey. You're a troll, brother. that Bills versus Chiefs game. Well, you want to talk about firepower, offensive output. I mean, what they said, 5 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes or something like that?
It was.
Or 3 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes?
1, 2, 3. It was 3. It was 3.
3 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes, man. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Like, I was sitting there watching this game, and I didn't have a dog in that fight.
Yeah.
But I'm just in the game like, Mahomes and Josh Allen are like 2 legends. Yes. We are watching 2 legends being born because, I already had faith in Pat Mahomes. I don't know why so many people be putting. I better put some respect on Pat Mahomes' name.
Thank you.
Look at what he's already done as a quarterback in his league. As a quarterback in his league, he's already been to the dance a couple times. He won one. He's taking his team. I mean, the man was almost becoming the LeBron James of the NFL. Every time he looked up, he was in the championship game. I mean, they better put some respect on Pat Mahomes, man. They be talking like that man ain't already great. Not good, great.
He is great.
And Josh Allen already the favorite to win the Super Bowl this year.
And
that game was very stressful last season.
And then Cincinnati Bengals.
I can only imagine for you. I know Greg was slapping the damn table. I know y'all ain't let these niggas score again. I know.
I was, yeah.
And the Bengals this year have the 3rd toughest schedule.
Smoking Joe
is what they're saying. So we'll see if the Bengals were a fluke or how good they really are. I think if they improve their offensive line, they're going to be tough to beat. Because
we all on the same page.
The way I look at it, if Joe Burrow can win games and he's getting sacked 9 times in a playoff game,
and then 7 times in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 7 times in the Super Bowl. Yeah.
What's he going to do if you give him an offensive line that can protect him a little bit? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think the Bengals are going to be good. I like the moves they made, improving their offensive line.
Yes,
they have some weapons, and Joe Burrow, he might not be the quickest, might not have the best arm in the world, but Hey, he has whatever it is that makes people around him better. He has that. He has that. And
that
you
it
can't
factor.
teach that, but he has it. At least I would say he has it because look what he did in LSU. Now look what he's doing with the Bengals.
Yeah.
So if you give them offensive line, I think they're going to be tough.
Yes, sir. I agree with you. Also, too, man, that's a great point that you bring up. To get sacked 9 times and to get up and to not only go back to the line to call the next play, but to win that game.
Yeah.
Smoking Joe, if you are a connoisseur of football, it's still hard to decipher what just happened with that. Like, the man got sacked 9 times. Like, any normal man, your heart's taken out of it.
And
like,
then
man,
be able to stay in there and make a big throw, knowing you're going to get hit.
Yeah. Like, you got to follow through with it. That was the prime example of you got to.
Because when you say he got sacked 9 times, because when we say got sacked 9 times, that don't mean he got hit 9 times.
Right.
He got hit every time he threw the ball. But
yes.
He got sacked 9 of them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the times he was able to get that ball out, but you gotta take the consequences of what's about to happen. And his offensive line, they literally was like, "Hike, here you go."
Yeah, that's
where the
Eagles have to be careful though, so Burrow don't turn into another Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Or Jay Cutler.
That's what happened with
Jay Cutler, because I'm telling y'all, as a Bears fan, hey, you used to watch some of them post-game interviews, and Jay Cutler was shaking. Like, he'd be twitching. I'll be like, hey, that man getting hit too much. Y'all better. The body ain't supposed to take that much punishment, and you got to realize, boy, these defenders out here 200-300 pounds, and then not only do they hit you, but they crawl on top of you, push your head in the ground to get up.
Andrew Luck had a lacerated kidney.
Man,
come on,
man.
You gotta get hit real hard to lacerate your kid.
Yes, sir. Lord Jesus, man. That's why I'm sometimes, you don't blame the football player. Like, look at Shannon Sharp, say he 2 hip surgeries later, he still got a little limp in the walk, but he's like, I ain't want to do it no more.
And to be fair, it wasn't all on the Colts offensive line. Most of it was the offensive line, but there was times where Andrew Luck would hold on to the ball way too long trying to make something happen.
See, you got to go to the Tom Brady school of the 3-second rule. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We letting that ball go.
Peyton got pretty good at that too.
Yeah. Man. Sometimes you got to dink and dodge.
Well, look a different position, but look what Marvin Harrison would do at receiver.
Oh yeah, he was
great at not taking a big hit.
Yeah.
He would get down or he would run out of bounds.
Yeah, man. That's why I get so worried about Lamar Jackson. Yeah, because he want to take them hits, and I'm like, I get you a big quarterback, but have you not seen what happened to Cam Newton?
Same way with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he's already small,
and he's short. He can't be
5'10", bro. You can't be taking my height. You can't be taking them hits like that.
Damien said, "Sorry to change subject, but did anyone see a video of Ray J sneaking in a cup of ramen?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I didn't see it, but
man, I saw it, man. That man was over there. That man was looking around. I'm like, oh no, Ray J. You already didn't have a good performance.
Right, he didn't have a good verses. Yeah.
Oh my God, man. We were supposed to be going way back to R&B. I'm like, man. I'm like, the whole time y'all can't sing? How you an R&B singer and can't sing? I mean, he said, "Oh my God, Jeremiah." I was ashamed to say he was from Chicago. I was like, "Oh my God."
The verses was that bad?
It was bad.
I haven't watched that one. I usually watch them, but I haven't watched that one.
Let me tell you, not everybody like Pleasant Pete, Bobby Valentino was good.
Yeah, they did good.
Mario was good. It's the dudes like, you know what I'm saying, that like Amarion had to have Tank come out and help him. And even then, it was like, and when Jeremiah started singing, even Mario was like, "Hey, bro, stop it! Like, shut up! Like this man was. I could have went on there and tried to sing, and I can't sing worth a damn."
Jeremiah had one too many shots at Remy.
Yeah, man.
One too many shots at Remy, boy.
Yeah, man. It was bad, Chris. It was bad, Chris. I mean, he made the early 2000s look really bad.
Yes, he did.
I like watching them verses. I watched the one with Snoop on there.
Yeah, man. Hey, I like it. You know, I want to see the like a Kanye versus Jay-Z.
Yeah,
or or Jay-Z versus Lil Wayne. Take me to my. I'm a real rapper. I like, man. It's okay to listen to some of these drill rappers sometimes, but man, let me get some J. Cole, some Lupe in my life.
Lupe, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need sometimes I want to hear something conscious. Give me some Kendrick. You see what Kendrick just came out with?
Yeah.
Woo!
I listen to more of the older hip hop than I do the newer stuff.
I get you. I like. Hey, don't get me wrong. I give me some DMX on all the time. DMX was that dude, bro.
I like Lil Wayne and stuff like that, but some of the newer stuff that's coming out like nowadays, all that stuff. I like.
I don't. Yeah, I still listen to old
school
listen Wayne. To it. Yeah, I still listen to old school Wayne.
Yeah.
Like, see, it takes me back to like when I was getting up and getting ready for high school. Like the drought was out, drought 2, drought 3. The drought is over. Dedication 1, dedication 2. I remember when Lil Wayne was running the game, like mixtape after mixtape after mixtape. Like I was a Wayne head, bro. I was the dude you'll throw on a Wayne track in the song. I could rap everything word for word. Like, but this is how we have our little sessions and kicking it. We throwing on some Wayne, you know what I'm saying? So, man, that always take me back to my old days.
See, when I was a kid growing up, it was Snoop, Dr. Dre, Master P with the No Limit.
Say what's up, T'Challa.
And
say what's up, T'Challa.
Tupac, Biggie.
Yep. Now I tell you, verses I do want to see. Jodeci versus Boys to Men. Can we get Jodeci versus Boys to Men? That's the one I want to see. Let's come on and make that happen.
That'd be a good one.
Oh yeah,
that would be a good one. I probably had Jodeci winning that one.
Is that cat calming down in it?
He is. This my little dude, man. T'Challa. He's still crazy. He retarded. That's why I tell my wife. I'm like, we got a retarded cat, but I love. But I just be joking around. He's just a baby. He got so much energy, bro. Like this dude just run. Like he don't know what he want to attack. He just want to attack something. I'm like, okay, that's good. You're a little fighter.
Dude, my little Chihuahua is so spoiled. He's about 3 feet from me right here in a chair, laying on a pillow. He has to have his own chair in here in the room.
This is my little dude, though, man. He pick and choose when he want to love on me. Ain't that right, T'Challa? I should have called him. I should have called him Simba. Look at him. Don't he like a little Lion King? Little Simba.
I know when you first got him, you said he was everywhere.
Man, he still is. Like, man, you should have seen him this morning. Like, I literally watched him just run around the crib, jump on the couch, jump off, hide behind something. He ran under the couch one way and came out the other side in like 1.5 seconds. I said, man. We said, looking like Dr. Evil, I want $100 million bajillion. Hey, but yeah, I'm a cat person though. Just for little instances like that, he wanted to be rubbed a little bit, and they go on about their business. Dogs are, what you doing? Where you at? Come here. I'm coming back for you. I ain't going nowhere.
If I'm home, he don't get further than like 6 feet from me. Yeah. If I get walk out of the room, he goes with me.
Hey, but you know what though? Chihuahuas though, they some little gremlins.
And then if
they get tough.
And like if we leave, when we get home, we'll pull up and I'll look up and he'll be sitting right there in the window,
waiting on you.
Yep.
Where you at? Our cat be catching attitudes at us.
Oh yeah, he does too.
When we leave and come back. So
he'll see us
finally decided to come back home.
Leaving, he'll go in the living room, turn his back to us, and get underneath the blanket.
And see, I just came back from traveling from out of town from working. So, my wife is here the whole time, but I come back and he act like he don't know me. I say, so you don't know who I am, T'Challa? Animals are crazy, but they got their own little personalities.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's crazy, man. He's an asshole, so I can't take him nowhere because if he don't know you, he's gonna bark at you.
I told you Chihuahuas are little gremlins. They little gremlins. My boy had a Chihuahua. I felt bad.
He loves kids. He loves kids, but if you're an adult and he don't know you, he's gonna bark at you.
Man, my boy Chihuahua used to run up on you, and he was biting my Jordans.
He would try to. He would try to. So I have to I put him up when people come over because of that. Yeah. Usually it's when the people try to leave, he'll try to attack their ankle.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now my boy had a dog like that, but he had a white Samoa, and that dog and the funny thing is it was all white, and he had all white furniture, all white carpet, so the dog would blend in, like literally blend in with everything, and the dog will let you in, but it wouldn't let you out. So I remember one day I'm leaving this crib. And all I heard, boy, I ran back to the basement, boy, and held the door shut like, oh Lord Jesus, the dog trying to get me.
That's how my buddy had German Shepherd like that.
I said, bro, you can't be just letting me walk in the crib. I'm thinking the dog gone. He's like, yeah, you can just leave out the front, bro.
My buddy had German Shepherd like that. He was cool while you was there, but if you started to try to leave, he'd bite you.
I don't play that. That's all.
My buddy would have to hold on to him. Well, my buddy told the guy to say, hey, grab him. I got up to leave, and next thing I know, I heard something. I turned around. He was coming at me. And I yelled at him and said, Chief, no. And I turned. He bit me right on my fucking ass. But luckily, he didn't bite me hard. He kind of got me. Then I think he realized who I was. But
yeah.
I was like, son of a bitch,
dude. Hey, I don't play with that. That's why when people be like, my dog don't bite. He got teeth, right?
Got teeth, exactly.
Stop playing with me. I don't mess with dogs.
But before we get out of here today, let's get the final thoughts, Greg.
Wimbledon is going on. I do watch tennis, so Wimbledon was always my favorite, major out of all the tennis slams that's going on.
Speaking of that, Serena Williams is playing right now.
All right, so hopefully
she's down 2-1 in the first set.
Down 2-1. Okay, all right. So she made it in as a wild card, I believe. So
yeah.
Let's see how far you can go here.
She's playing against Tan from France.
Okay, and it's good to see the other female tennis stars kind of getting their shine too. Coco Gauff,
yep,
doing her thing. Sloane Stephens. So,
and you got some young women tennis stars coming up. So I think that can really help the sport of tennis, especially on the women's side.
Yes, definitely. And then Nadal is still doing his thing on the men's side. So it's gonna be it's gonna be some good tennis for the next couple weeks. It's gonna be good.
Ooh.
Yeah, Serena's playing on ESPN. If anybody wants to check it out,
go Serena.
I will be watching as soon as we get done.
I low-key got to check out that movie with Will Smith. I heard it was very good.
Oh yeah, the King Richard. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet either. I want to check it out.
I just had a friend of mine that's a real big movie critic type person, and he was like, "Man, that movie will make you cry, bro."
I heard that new Adam Sandler movie's real good.
Hustle. Oh, I heard great things about Hustle.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna try to watch it maybe this weekend.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yep.
I should watch that now because you know what I've been watching. I'm getting into Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is good. It's good.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Oh man, it's about like the 1920 like horse racing. Man, they got the dude in there. He played Crane on Dark Knight. He played the Scarecrow, and he like Thomas Shelby. Man, this dude, man, he had one line in here. I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but he had one line. A lady came in and she was telling him like about himself, like, "Oh, your name is Thomas Shelby, and yada yada yada, and yada yada yada." And he was like, "Yeah, well, your name is so and so." He was like, "You got a son that's always racing, and he loses all the races. you would hate for him to lose the race that count, right? I was like, oh snap! I said, Tokyo shit there, Thomas Shelby.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, it's good. Peaky Blinders is good. I'm like, and it's like 6 seasons, and it's good too because it's only like 6 episodes a season.
Okay.
So it's not nothing real long, but it's long enough to keep you intrigued. They got some heavy hitters in here too. They got my guy that played Bane, played Venom. He's in here. I can't think of his name. He played both Bane and Venom.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't think of his name, but he's a good actor. And
me and my girl's been watching that Elementary.
Oh, my wife loves that show.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good. We're like on the fourth season of it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. But yeah, man, I've just been catching up on shows now. Now that the sports I like is not happening. So free agency begins on Friday, on the 30th. On Thursday, on the 30th. So
Thursday, yep.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see what these NBA teams are going to be doing. I can't wait until the summer league. Going to definitely be checking out the summer league. I want to see how some of these young boys get down. In particular, I want to see Banchero. So I can't wait to see this upcoming season. And of course, how the great saying always goes, "Are you ready for some football?"
Oh yeah, I'm definitely ready for football. Hopefully the NFL or NBA free agency is kind of busy. That way it gives a little bit more sports going on right now. Like you say, you have baseball, you have Wimbledon, but in golf's getting interesting with this Live Golf coming around, and you're having PGA against the Live and stuff. So I think it's going to be good for golf in the long run because, I'm under thinking, hey, competition makes stuff better.
Yeah. It does.
If you have a monopoly over something, you can get complacent. When you have somebody you have to worry about, it keeps you on your toes more. So I think it's going to be good for the sport of golf myself.
Hey, we would have never got the NWO or DX if we didn't have a little bit of competition.
Oh yeah, and look, and think about back then, that was the best time to be a wrestling fan.
It was the best time to be alive.
WWE, and they're both going at it.
I still, like I said, I like to come in like Scott Hall every now and then, but now I like to do my Adam Cole. He's hilarious. I walk in. Robert Scott, baby.
I think he might have got a concussion on Sunday.
Oh, Adam Cole?
Yep.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, we come from a time where you got a concussion, man. You got on up and jump back in the game.
There's been a lot of injuries here lately in wrestling.
I heard AEW has had a hell of injuries. You see Randy Orton is out now with an injury. It is. I think the body realizes when you have all these years of wear and tear, and there's really no break in wrestling. You kind of got to take your own break. So your mind might be saying keep going, but your body like sit your ass down.
They get a little more of a break now, but before the pandemic, they were performing 300 days a year. WWE does.
Yeah, everybody can't get that Roman Reigns contract.
Only 65 days off a year. You know what I mean? Putting your body through the wear and tear they do.
Hey, I tell people it's harder to have a fake fight.
Hey, I know a buddy that's on a tour right now. He's on a tour right now with OVW, and he's been on there for like a month and a half touring, and he's I don't know how these guys do 300 days in a year because he's like, I'm already banged up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still doing it, but he's like, man, I couldn't. He was 300 days a year.
Man, you hear stories of the Undertaker, wrestle with a broken orbital bone. I heard he wrestled with a broken ankle. Like
during that Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, your ankle was broken. You're still out there performing. Yeah.
He had a broken ankle.
Remember Triple H tore his quad and finished the match.
Well, Cody Rhodes.
Stone Cold broke his freaking neck and finished the match. Like amazing, man. You know, give shout out to the wrestlers.
It's amazing what you can do because like Kurt Angle won an Olympic gold medal with a broken neck.
With a broken freaking neck. You gotta say it like that. I won the Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
I think a lot of people didn't realize that was true when he first started in WWE. I think they're like,
oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hey, I remember watching him in Olympic style wrestling and everything. Because I'm a wrestler, so I grew up.
They're talking about this guy now, the black guy.
Gable Stevens.
Yeah, he's
used to live in Indiana, in Portage, Indiana.
Yeah,
for University of Minnesota national champion. Oh yeah, he's good. Real athletic too.
He with the Minnesota too, like Brock, huh?
Yep. And then they signed another guy from Indiana, Mason Paris. He wrestled for University of Michigan.
Okay.
He's an Indiana native, and he's signed some kind of deal with WWE as well. And then that Gable Stevenson's brother also signed with WWE.
Oh, okay. So they going to grab all the young wrestlers, huh?
Yeah. And Stevenson's brother's already in NXT. I forget what his name is. He's already doing some stuff in NXT, but Stevenson's talking about going back to college.
Right, for one more year, right?
Wrestle another year and try to win another national championship.
Hey, get as much power as you can.
Only way he won't win another national championship if he was to wrestle a bad match and beat himself.
Yeah,
he'd have to make a mistake because he's
that good, huh?
Yeah, he's tough. And I watch the college nationals every year.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I heard this guy was a bad boy.
Me and my son, we'd go to B-Dubs, and the college nationals is the same time as the March Madness basketball.
Yeah.
So they had basketball at every TV, and when we got there, I asked them if they'd turn the one TV on the wrestling, and they did for me. But you have all these people yelling and screaming and going nuts. Well, we start yelling and screaming, and
they looking at y'all like, "What y'all doing?"
We're watching the wrestling. Everybody else there's watching basketball.
Hey, you gotta love B-Dubs. Hey, if you can't go to the actual game, go to B-Dubs.
Go to B-Dubs.
We stayed at B-Dubs for like 3 hours watching all the national wrestling finals that night.
I've been to B-Dubs to watch boxing matches.
Oh yeah, definitly. Yeah.
You was there to watch UFCs a lot too.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh man, I love having a conversation with you guys, man. This was fun.
Yes.
Hey man, you're welcome to come on anytime.
Hey, when I get a chance to, I will. I work from home on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I was like finishing up eating. Like I'm trying to eat and answering emails, and I looked up, got the notification on Facebook and turned it on. I'm listening to y'all. I'm like, hold on, let me jump on. I
was eating breakfast while we was doing the morning show. That's why I turned my camera off for a while. I was eating some breakfast. I looked up and she brought me a plate with some eggs and sausage. I'm like, well, I guess I am hungry.
There it is.
All right, though, y'all, man. I'm taking off, though, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks, man. You have anything else, Greg?
No.
All right, thanks for joining us today for the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. I'll be on here in a few minutes with the Easy Money and Sports Betting Show. Come join us for that, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, down in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.